Hey yo, what's the word? What's poppin'? What's the deal, my babies? It's your boy Tay, aka Podcast Tay, and this is Michigan's new pod. I am your host, and we got a lot of Lions news and other news to get into, man. So, what's the word today? We got some UFL updates, Lions updates. We got some NBA updates, and we just gonna get right into it, man. But first and foremost, man, I hope y'all had a good weekend and everything like that. And stay tuned to the social media and the Instagram and stuff like that, because even days where I'm not doing the show, we still got that out there, clips and everything for you guys. So let's start right with the Lions news. So a couple days ago, it was a interview in OTAs with Jahmyr Gibbs. And they asked Jahmyr Gibbs about him being the bell cow back and his contract year. And, just his thoughts on that. And, he had a good answer. He kind of just took the Dan Campbell guy route, humble guy route. He says that he's not really paying attention to the money. He just wants to take the next step in his career as a player. And that's a great mindset to have at this point in his career right now. So I guess my question to you guys is, do you guys believe that this is the year for Gibbs to actually shine? We don't have Monty anymore. Monty and Gibbs were more different than Monty and Pacheco. Pacheco is a power runner. He still needs some work, but even still, he wasn't as powerful as Monty. And I think Monty never really got the flowers he deserved. He's a very, very great running back, and he does deserve his own backfield. He does. So I'm happy for him. Wish he was here, but I'm happy for him. And so I say that to say that even though this is Gibbs' contract year, even though that's a reason where he's going to have the ball more, the fact that him and Isaiah are more alike, he's going to have way more reason to be kept into the game. So any direction you pull from, this is going to be about Gibbs and him carrying the brunt of the load. And the question is, do you guys think he's ready? And do you think he's going to earn his bag? And personally, I think given the history of Gibbs, I've seen him grow. I've seen him get better every year. I've seen him get better week in and week out. Like, I've seen him become more patient, not rely on his speed as much, actually make real football moves and stuff like that, and not just, speed. I've seen him grow. I've seen him grow patience behind his offensive line. I've seen him grow patience with making his moves. And you know how you have those guys where you feel like you feel like they the best in the NFL, but they may not have just had the opportunity to show it, right? Or they may not have the numbers at the end of the year to show it, but you can tell based off the opportunities that it's a real competitor. And Gibbs is in that same conversation. Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, these guys don't really share a backfield. So it's a testimony to how great Jahmyr Gibbs is the fact that he's done all of the things he's done while sharing a backfield, while splitting the opportunities. It just shows you how impactful he is and how great he is. And if he was given the same opportunities as some of those other guys, he would put up more numbers. And this is the year to prove that. This is the year to prove that you really are that great. And, you were only splitting a backfield, and that was it. You were never at that level. You were always greater. This is the year for him to prove that, and I really think he will. I think he will. He's not a super injury-prone back. He's seen him go north and south. He's not just fast. He's strong. So I think it's going to be a really good year for him. Upgrade the offensive line. He got a chance to kind of go through the mud a little bit. He was in the slums last year. We had to thug it out last year. So I think last year was probably a great leadership development year and just a great building year for him not having, and for those of us who haven't had at any point in life, that builds some character. You look at things differently. You go about your approaches differently, having those tools. So him having an O-line again and everything like that, I just think that it's going to be a year where it gives me butterflies, because it's always giving me butterflies to see a Lion player do so good. But this is definitely going to be that year for Gibbs. Can't wait for Gibbs. So, moving on. Here we go. So, we got an article about Goff. This is from, I think, Pride of Detroit. So, do you think Jared Goff should play in a preseason game? Should play in the preseason this year, which is a conversation. Which is an article from Pride of Detroit. Chemistry is an important part of every successful offense, and that chemistry begins during the off season. Every single rep in practice helps build cohesion, timing, and communication. However, for as useful as live snaps, our starters are playing fewer and fewer preseason games. Preseason games are often a team's best way to get a real taste of football. Although internal practices can be heated and competitive, there is no substitute for playing against an unpredictable opponent. That also comes with an increased risk of injury, however. In practice, players may be more careful and selective of hitting their teammates. Against another team, the training wheels often come off. That means more hits and, in turn, more injuries in theory. Let's see. Goff, I'll leave it with this one. Because of injury risk, the Detroit Lions have rested many of their starters during the preseason in recent seasons. Out of all the players that have been bubble-wrapped, the health of quarterback Jared Goff has been prioritized the most. Goff has not played a single preseason game since 2022, and even then, it was a single drive during an opening game. It makes sense as an injury to your starting quarterback in a meaningless game could derail the season before it even started. However, in 2026, it looks like the turning point for the Lions. Last season was the first year in which the team regressed in the team's record. It was a year in which the team looked and played complacent. Now things look different. Multiple key veterans departed this offseason. Decker, Montgomery, Anzalone. The team went with the no-nonsense schedule release video. The team stopped doing joint practice for the first time since 2022. If there was a year to change the mentality about preseason games, this could be it. The Lions might need to get every ounce of chemistry they can out of the preseason, and that might even include Jared Goff. So let's start there, right? So should Jared Goff play in a preseason game? I actually like this a lot. Should Jared Goff play in a preseason game? So to me, I think the answer is simple. I think the answer is yes. Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, J-Mo, Jack, Penei, Gibbs. I think they all need to play. And this may be a hot take, but I think Goff out of all of them needs to play more than any of those guys. I always thought that it was ridiculous. And I love this regime. I love the man. I love that man over there. I got him on my wall. But I'd be damned if I don't hold him accountable. I'm not y'all. I don't care if I got you on my wall, autograph, picture. I don't care. I will hold you accountable. That is what I'm going to do. And at the end of the day, for this regime and for our quarterback, let's start with this regime first. That be the shit I be talking about. That's this Lions way that we need to break away from. Until you win something, you shouldn't be set on any Lions way. You have had the least success out of any team in sports history. Your way sucks, and it's time to improve that way. For you to have an amount of work that you aren't going to put in, opportunity at chemistry building and team building that you aren't taking, and you've built nothing, That's stupid, and that's crazy. To put yourself at risk so much to the point to where you didn't play any of your starters for real during the regular season, so you come to the podium in week after a week 1 loss or a week 2 loss when people are asking what's going on, and you say, don't trip out, we'll be back up and running probably about week 5, week 6. And then everything is perfect by week 7. That's too many damn weeks. Week 5 is too many weeks. That's too many weeks. We cannot. This division just got better. Kyler Murray's here. Who's the worst quarterback in the division now? Jordan Love. That's the worst we got. Jordan Love right now is the worst we got. And on top of that, bump this division. We trying to get to a Super Bowl. You look at the stars around the league. I've seen all the stars, all the players, all the teams who have had an MVP player or been to a Super Bowl or conference championship in the past couple years. All of their quarterbacks play. I seen Joe. I'll be honest with you. Last year gave me a new respect for Joe Burrow. It did. Because it was a bunch, and I don't know if y'all remember, but it was a bunch of drama in the beginning of the season. And then between him and Chase, and then that went into the preseason. He played more with the new receiver. It was a bunch, but I seen that man get his ass whooped in the preseason with them rookie linemen, with some of them new guys and stuff like that. And I seen him get his ass whooped. I did. And it just gave me so much respect for the type of guy who I thought he was and everything. So all of the stars, the MVPs, the Super Bowl contenders, they don't shy away from an opportunity to get better. I understand you don't want to risk getting your guys hurt, but at the same time, damn it, you got to play this game. And this is a dangerous game. It's not a game where it's not really a safe way to play this game. It's dangerous. People hitting people is just dangerous. It's not really a safe way to do this damn thing. But I do know is that for every week we missing out on this chemistry and this cohesion, we're falling further and further behind. This is not a year where we can continue to do that. Like, other teams are starting to really, really want to get better. And it sucks because they started to want to get better as the Lions decided that they wanted to get better. But we got guys who are really ready to compete for that thing. Like, you see Seattle came out of nowhere and just snagged one. People want to get better. The Rams want to take another kick at this thing. We got to get better. We cannot waste opportunities on our guys being better, on that offense being better, on us learning Drew Petzing more, on Drew Petzing learning these guys more. And it does no damn benefit if these dudes are on the sideline, 10 chains on, looking like they setting up plays and shit, shades on, chilling. Nigga, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, after this, that's how they be on the sidelines looking. That shit really bothers me. Like, I miss the days where it was a dress, like, call me old fashioned. I miss the days it was a dress code. Like, if you hurt, like, what happened to, like, if you hurt, you only supporting the team. Motherfuckers be on the sidelines looking like, okay, I got 5 hoes for you, 7 bitches for you. We got, okay, we already got the Don Julio. That's pulling up. That's going to be there when we get right off the, like, and that probably is what's going on, but engage. Like, really. But even outside of that, though, that was just a little rant. That shit really bothers me. But, no, seriously, it doesn't do you any benefit when your stars and starters aren't in the game. They should at least be suited. They should be contributing, giving some advice, this and that. But regardless, even outside of that, they need to play together. We got to get used to boo-boos and bumps and bruises, and don't nobody want to take your damn head off like the guy across from you in a different uniform. I'm sorry. It's a risk that we just have to take. And, would you rather figure out that this O-line sucks and can't protect Jared Goff in week 2 of the preseason, or would you rather figure it out in week 4 and 3 and 1 and 2 of the regular season? Because we all know that the preseason is just like the equivalent to like backyard football as far as the play calls. They're not pulling nothing out. Nobody's really pulling anything out. So once you pull your shit out and it's time to go and it's serious, is that when you want to figure it out? No, I'm not with that. So I personally think Jared Goff should play in the preseason. I think he should play every game. I do not believe he should play the whole game, but he needs to play. If you're really that nervous about him getting hurt, put him in the third quarter. Put him in the fourth quarter. But we got to stop running this damn thing as if we have a Super Bowl or two, or as if our quarterback has won some MVPs, or if our wide receivers have, or if we got to stop acting like we should be taking the same opportunities of rest and load management as teams, players, dynasties with 2 or 3 Super Bowls. We are not there. We're not the Eagles. We're not the Eagles. We're not the Rams. We're not the Seattle Seahawks. We're not none of these things that should make us go back, relax, and just take it easy, guys. Yeah. Ooh, when it's our time, man, we really got that. Take it easy, guy. Oh yeah, just no. Nobody on this team is there yet because nobody on this team has a ring. That goes for the guy who's sitting on that poster right there, all the way to J-Mo, Amon-Ra, Branch, whoever it may be. Get your ass out there and get better until you show that you were the best. So, next topic. That was a good one. I like that one. That was a good one. Aiden Hutchinson. All right, let's see if we can pilot this ship now. Woo! First, Aiden Hutchinson. True topic of the year. Let's see if we can make it through. Moving forward, pushing along, man. Comment below, man. Please break it down for me. Do you think that's a big risk? Do you think that's stupid? How do y'all feel about that? Do you think that we need to take a next step in preparation? Or do you think we need to take a step back? Do you think the guys need more rest? Let me know what you think. Aiden Hutchinson. The first Aiden Hutchinson topic of the year. I am very curious to see how this goes. This is gonna be the test to see. This is gonna be the test to see if last show I was right, and if you guys could be able to even handle the thought of Hutch being gone, because your head coach, your GM in this regime has had some very pressing moves to make behind Mr. Hutchinson. Let's get right into that, shall we? So, Dan Campbell interviewed, press conference. He was at the podium a couple days ago. You may have seen the video. This was also posted by Pride of Detroit. The Lions said that it was a dire need for them to add some pass rush. They said it was a dire need for this offseason for them to add some pass rush, and they feel like they've done that. And they've added about 3 guys that can contribute to that pass rush. They needed the pass rush, I would say. I would just say, guys, like, when we go into this year, just be okay with wherever Aiden really is. Okay? Because I'll say this much about Aiden Hutchinson. I do believe that it was his first year coming off injury. He's a young kid. And, maybe that was just him coming off injury. He could do a whole lot better this year, and that's what I'm hoping for. Like I say, if you want to make fun of me because Aiden Hutchinson is the defensive player of the year, I really hope you take the time out your day to do so. Trust me, I do. If that happens, I would love for you to take your time. We can get on live together and you can make fun of me. Like, it's nothing you can do to make me feel bad about these players' success. But my issue is when we hold guys accountable and Aiden Hutchinson can't make that list. Your head coach just said we needed to add pass rush. Needed to. Dire need. Meaning we did not have enough. meaning Aiden Hutchinson has not been performing as the true number one in which they thought, right? If he was a true number one, not true number one, I'll say, if he was the edge rusher they thought that he would pan out to be, or the edge rusher that doesn't need as much help, then that would be a Max Crosby, a Myles Garrett. We getting up top. We going way up. Your Bosas, your Watts. These are the guys that don't need no help. When they're on the field, they are the help. They're the problem, the solution, the chaos. They're all of that. They make plays, and other guys also get free. Myles Garrett frees other guys up, and he also gets free himself, even though he's getting double, triple team, and chip block. I would also like to note, Aiden Hutchinson did not make the list for most double team, triple team, and chip block last year. Says a lot about where he is as a player. And I'm not hoping on his downfall, but what I am saying is we have to be able to grade this dude honestly if we want to be able to see his trajectory the right way, if we want to be able to see him grow and be honest about what it is we see. You think it joys me when I see him miss tackles? You think it joys me when I see him get turned around by one guy? No, did he? When I see him get, blocked by one guy? You think I like that? No, I don't like that. But the thing is that I'm not going to see something happen. We're not going to say we need edge help for 3-4 years straight with number 1 overall edge, number 2 overall in a draft selected person, and they're barely making the top 5 in years and have never been number 1. We just got to grade him for what he is. You've never out my mouth heard me say Aiden Hutchinson was a bad player, sorry, anything like that. You never heard me say that, and you won't, because that wouldn't be true. But I'm going to grade Aiden Hutchinson as of where he actually is. And I'm just saying that please be open enough to see what he really is. And if you bring your ass to this channel talking about damn pressures, once again, you are talking to yourself. You are too much of a Lions fan for me. Well, I'm not even gonna, I've done it. No, we're not gonna even pretend that pressures in 2026, pressures, I wish they would get rid of that stupid ass stat or revamp it and change it. Pressures should only count if the quarterback throws an incomplete pass or a turnover or does not get any advance in yards. It's 2026. Every quarterback in the NFL, except for the man right there, Jared damn Goff, every last one of them is waiting and hoping for the opportunity to go boom and get the fuck up out of there. Every last one of them. How do pressures work versus Lamar Jackson? How do pressures work versus Josh Allen? How do pressures work versus Jaden Daniels? How do pressures work versus these guys who can manipulate you and actually take the fuck off running? Running up, breathing on motherfuckers don't help enough. You can't breathe on people and then hope that they don't care about that no more. They don't care about that no more. Jared Goff is the only one who cares about that. I'll just be real, and I love Goff. He's the only one as to where that shit would probably, and honestly, he one of the best at stepping up in passes over the blitz. So, I mean, I don't know. But running up saying boo, you got to put motherfuckers in the dirt. You got to put people in the dirt. I want that chin strap. I want the chin strap on his lips. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want when he get up, when you gotta jiggle that damn face mask. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to hear nobody this year. If you say the word pressures, I'm blocking you. I am blocking you. Sacks, QB hits, batted ball, deflected balls, whatever. DFLs. If you say the P word this year, you a P word, you getting blocked. How about that? I promise you. You get him blocked. Do not say the P word this year. No. We need people in the D word, the dirt. I don't want to hear shit about no damn pressure. And I'll say this last thing about Aiden Hutchinson. And this year is a toss-up year for him. In this year, he can either prove that he is a bust or what would Hutch have to do to be not considered a bust? And let's go over the definition of a bust. A bust does not mean that was a bad player. There are plenty of good players who are bust. A bust just means that where you were drafted versus the production you gave, it does not equal. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like, honestly, with the off years he had, I feel like he has to win Defensive Player of the Year in order to not be a bust. At this point, you taking first at your position, number 2 overall. You've never been number 1 in the league. The best you've done is finish top 5. Not consistently every year. You had a year where you were injured and you didn't play. Not saying that's his fault, but it did happen, and that goes into things like this. Like I say, it's not every part of this game isn't fair. But that's the reality of it. So if he's not in that Defensive Player of the Year conversation after this year, I think honestly, I mean, he already played in another year that for his contract year. I mean, my bad. He already been re-signed and played, so he already had one contract. So technically, you could already classify him as a bust. You know, he went through a whole contract. We saw what he had. You could already say he's a bust now, but we'll give him some leeway because, you know, you guys can't handle any Aiden Hutchinson true critiques. We'll give him a little leeway. So after this year, I would say I think we'll see because of the injury year. I'll put that in there as a caveat. We'll actually see what Aiden Hutchinson is and who he is, and yeah, we'll get to see that this year. So, yeah, I'm excited for Hutch. Like I say, y'all think I don't want Hutch to be bad. I really, like I said, he proved a lot that year. He should have won Defensive Player of the Year, but he got hurt, and I really hope that that's still in there somewhere. I do. And the way the kid works, it very well may be. Like I say, y'all get mad because I hold people accountable. I'm not out on Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think he sucks. I don't. I want him to take another step. But I will always call out the reality of things. Now, moving forward. So I want to get into this Lions draft thing. And it's so funny because the first show back, you know, we touched on the draft picks and stuff like that. Did an update, not the SME check. We did a rookie update. But I'm struggling right now with now I'm starting to struggle with the draft picks again. Okay, so let's talk about it. Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph. Their returns are questionable. For Branch, when. For Kirby, if. So, technically, we don't have the best safeties in football. Technically. That was the last remaining arm or leg that this secondary could stand on. Was having number 1 and number 2 of part of your 11 on defense. And so it was a press conference Dan had, and he said, yeah, it's looking, we don't know how it's looking about Kirby and everything like that. And it's something that they knew about. Everybody told me I was crazy for wanting a DB. That's what everybody told me. Oh, you want a DB? You stupid. You're stupid. You know. You want to strengthen the weaker side of our team, you're dumb. Okay. If you already knew about this stuff, why didn't we go DB? And I'll put it in a different perspective. Kendrick Law just got injured. We didn't need Kendrick Law anyway. And the fact that you knew what you knew about this DB room and you didn't take that Kendrick Law pick and make it a defensive back, another one, a safety, that is the most questionable pick now to me. Because I felt like he didn't need to be there anyway. Like, we got guys on the practice squad in our receiver. Like, our receiving room is so stacked. There are guys in our receiving room who could genuinely go be a second string somewhere else. But we like wide receiver for the most part. We don't just got one dog. Everybody's a dog. Tesla's a dog. J-Mo's a dog. Amon-Ra's a dog. Khalif was a dog. It's not too much you can't get out of our receiving room. So I already didn't understand why he was here. And that's why I also said that I said that, he might as well stay here because we're going to need him next year. For some reason, we always pick up a couple gadget guys, some type of gadget receiver or running back. And that's why he's here. But unless that they're utterly confident that those offseason signings were enough, which they might be, I don't understand the Kendrick Law pick. I didn't before, but now that you're saying that it's a chance that I don't even know when we'll see these guys, you should have went defense nonetheless. I'm not even saying that you should have went DB, but knowing that, it is no reason you didn't add more depth to your weaker side of the ball, which was my only problem in the first place with them going offensive lineman in the first round. You can argue with me all you want to, but we strengthened our strength. I don't care about the drop-off that the offense had. The offense was not as bad as the defense last year. You counted on your offense to win you games. You did not count on your defense last year. So I already felt a certain type of way about kind of how they maneuvered throughout the draft, but I hope this is something that doesn't come back to bite the Lions in the butt. And I don't know who does what in those war rooms and stuff like that. I do know who does what. I guess I'm just trying to give Brad just so much leeway because all he brought to the city. But at the same time, dude, this decision making at the top we gotta maneuver it, pivot it, fix it somehow, because we keep missing two important things. Two important things. It's been too many times we can call out that they should have went in this direction, but they went that direction, and then it didn't work out. They didn't go in this direction, but they went in that direction, and it didn't work out. And essentially, you can make a claim for that's been the past two drafts. You're not gonna count the first couple of team builders, but like the past two drafts, you can kind of argue that depending on what side of the fence you on. And I definitely just feel like that's too much. That's too much. And Brad is going to have to get this decision making together. He's going to be on the hot seat, and it's going to put Dan at risk. The GM is going to keep the coaches that they want to keep and everything. But I'm not saying Brad's on the hot seat. I'm not saying that he's going to be after this year, because like I said, we need some consistency, and we need to give guys time. But at the same time, you can't keep making mistakes that the fans with 9 to 5s and people who work at Amazon and the UPS delivery driver and the lady who work at Chick-fil-A, we all should not be able to see through these holes, and you don't. That's the problem. And then we still don't win the Super Bowl. You should be wrong about some other shit that we can't quite predict. But the fact that, you can find a 12-year-old, and a 12-year-old can see what's going on, and then we look back at the end of the season, and we like, damn, that 12-year-old was kind of right. Or my grandma was kind of right. Or my uncle was kind of right. Or hell, my manager was kind of right. It's insane. It's insane. And at some point, we like I say, sometimes you got to take that next step. So we'll see what Brad Holmes was supposed to be. I believe that they'll bring you a Super Bowl, but they could also not. It has happened too in this city. We have also not won a lot of Super Bowls. So I would say if this regime doesn't, then Brad would obviously have to. We would obviously have to take a next step from Brad, not a step backward. And don't get me wrong, it's not me calling for Brad being fired. It's not easy to find a GM that's gonna win you a Super Bowl. You know, I always say it's 31 who don't every year. So we'll see. But this decision making is it can be questionable sometimes. So you can't not win Super Bowls and give people things to question about you. You can't do both. So, UFL, man. Hey, look. I'll be real. I watched some UFL football this past weekend. And if you a football fan, and if you not hip, you need to get hip. That was some pretty damn good football. It is getting better. It is getting better. I'm sick they already in like they playoff championship thing, but man, Sunday we gonna go balls to the wall, man. I really want to cover that like bad. Shout out to that DC team. Oh my God, they got some guys out there, man. Like it's this defensive end out there. I ain't gonna lie, he nice. He nice as hell. That he be causing havoc. Like I was looking at him like, dude, you need to work out. You know, they got some they got some good runners. Like they got some guys to where it's like, I need to see you do a workout or play on Sunday because you look too good to be here, and I need to see if you can do it versus the top guys. And one of the main things I'm learning is that about the UFL thing is just like the fact that you look at some of these guys and you can almost say, and I say almost because the difference is the NFL. Everybody in the NFL can play in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Versus some of these guys can play in the NFL. Some of these guys can't. You got to take it with a grain of salt. But I'm looking at this and I'm looking at some of these DBs. I'm like, bro, some of you guys are just as good, if not better. Some of them guys are way better than guys that we have just straight up released. Way better than guys that have been cut. And so it is a good product. They are getting a lot better. Oh, man, the interviews with the refs, bro. Oh, my goodness. The penalties, so good with the penalties. Like, it's a really good product, man. You get to hear the coach speak more. You get to hear the players speak. It's like if it was like behind the scenes of NFL, that's what the UFL is. The UFL is like NFL behind the scenes, and it's raw as hell, bro. Like it's actually something to watch for real. Like shout out to the UFL. Definitely gonna be something that we're gonna cover more and more as time goes on here, and well, hopefully, man. We didn't catch them at the beginning of the season, man. We gonna break it down a little bit. I'm gonna make it happen for you, man. We're gonna break it down. All right. The Knicks in Game 3. Knicks, they don't walk away with Game 3 at Madison Square Garden in the most historic game in NBA playoff history. They choke. Oh man, that's just fucked up. Like, even if you win this series, you lost the most historic game in NBA playoff history. I would personally want to jump off a bridge. Hopefully, one of the players decides to. But, nah, man, it was an amazing game, man. I think it's a true testament. It's a scary-ass testament. I don't like the testament, but it's a testament to how great Wemby's going to be at 8 feet tall. And I just hate every second of it so bad. Like, if he was just, like, why do you have to be so good at 8 fucking feet tall? Like, it's just really not fair. But everybody else likes it. Anyways, and, training with Shaolin monks and the power within and all of that stuff and, karate kicks, it's working out pretty good for him. working out pretty good for him because that boy was able to channel the power within yesterday. It was great to see him. It was great to see that team be so resilient. It looked like plenty of times that they wanted to give the game away just like they done plenty of times before. And it looked like the Knicks thought that it was just the same game. It looks like they thought that they were going to come back the same way and win the same way and it was going to be the same story. And it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. The Spurs kept fighting. The Spurs kept fighting, and it was great to see. It was great to see the aggressiveness on the court. It was great to see not as many whistles. It's great to see. And that goes to show you, everybody, as you can see, Tony Brothers isn't out there. And it's something that I want us to continue to do. I don't care what fan you are. Realize the power that we have. These motherfuckers, bro, they can't win without us. The NFL, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, Wembanyama, Derrick Rose, LeBron James. What do all of these guys have in common? If we don't tune in to watch, they don't have no money to pay you motherfuckers. If we bring attention to some shit with this social media long enough, they will have to do something about it. And they will have to call a fair game. Don't stop speaking up. You see some BS, bruh, blast it. And just keep blasting it. Because I'm going to tell you guys something. NFL season's coming next. And all my NFL fans who done got bored and just started kind of half in, half out watching the NBA and watching your team and this and that. You niggas getting comfortable. But let's not forget some of the most egregious calls in call history come from the NFL. Oh yeah. Gear up and get ready. Gear up and get ready. It's coming. Y'all forgot, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see. Y'all forgot. So them same people, if you was part of that militia who was going out and trying to demonize and destroy the refs, good job. Keep doing it. Go harder. Find more proof. Do a deep dive. Hell, make up some shit that ain't true. I don't even care. Just destroy it. I don't care. Just destroy it. Just destroy it. These refs make too much money to be getting this money on the side. Or whoever. I don't know what they doing. I don't know if they got crushes on these guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm just tired of not seeing stuff getting called fairly. But yeah, to circle back into the Knicks thing, like it, I'll be honest with you, I don't want the Knicks to win no more. I don't want them to win no more, man. Like, coming from Michigan, man, and you know, just being here, if you're a Detroiter, you're a Detroit fan, whatever, like, bro, our fans, it's like bad as the crime can be. You will be safe when it comes to wanting to represent your football team or your basketball team. We don't jump people for being at opposite. Like, I'm seeing videos of people in Spurs jerseys getting chased. They getting spit on. They getting jumped on. And that's just truly and utterly disgusting to me. Truly. Like, we do not do that here. It's disgusting. It's classless. Like, it's dangerous. Like, the fact that it's people who don't feel comfortable, even with money, it's people who don't feel comfortable taking kids to a Knicks game in the playoffs or taking them to certain places to do the live watch of the game or whatever. Watch parties, my bad. So, at some point, like, I don't know. I'm not cool with it. I don't fuck with it. At no point in time have I, like, Lions fans don't move that way. Pistons fans don't move that way. I don't care what the score is. You should always feel confident enough and safe enough to just go to a game and enjoy it your way, and nobody fucks with you. So, I'm on the other side of the fence. At first, I was a little proud of New York, and I only kind of looked at them as an adversary, and it was just kind of like, okay, well, I don't want you to win it, but if you win it, whatever. But now it's just kind of like, after seeing how disgusting the people been acting, I don't really want New York to win anymore. I'll be real. I do not want them to win anymore. I would much rather San Antonio win it if that's what Knicks fans are, if that's what y'all do. Like, that shit just whack as fuck, and that shit weak. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm not with it. I don't like it. The players not doing it, so it ain't like you can find anybody, but city of New York definitely need to do something. Like, that's just too crazy. Like, it's still a sports game, and this is a person who done played basketball, football, baseball. It's still a game, and you motherfuckers not even playing. Like, why you care so much to put your hands on somebody who else is also not playing? Like, that shit is just weird. But you guys, appreciate y'all fucking with your boy Tay. Per usual, as always a good time and love with you guys, man. Please drop comments, let me know what you think below, man. Follow, like, comment, subscribe, share, man. You know what I mean? The content you getting here, this is the one thing. You stop by this page, it may not look, I don't know what you seen before, and I don't know what you heard before. But if you ain't heard me, what you do know is this is the only place you getting it. This the only place you getting it. So, man, fuck with your boy. Follow for one last update. This should only take 10 seconds. This is the update about Michigan roads. If you're in Michigan, I don't even feel like explaining it to you. I got a simple version. You're fucked. If you're driving, if you're on the road, you're fucked. If you got somewhere to go, you're fucked. If you want to do something, you're fucked. If you want peace on the road, you're fucked. You're just realize, remember that this summer. If you're wondering if you can take that detour to the east, it's closed. If you're wondering about the detour to the west, it's closed. The one to the north is closed. The one by your grandma's house, that one probably closed. The one by Abuela's house, that motherfucker probably closed. It's all fucked up. So, that's the last update we got. But other than that, fuck with your boy. Follow for more. You know where you're getting it from anyway. I'm out.